Hi. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the wrong job. I kinda farmed Vanguard. I may have most of every set of the Vanguard armor and most of the weapons. And that puts me at 3 classes at 99. Oops. Yep. Yep. Speed. Electro has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but still hasn't replaced everything. People wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. We went through such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases which are no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well, so please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. The Warrior of Light hesitates to ask. But Sphene is eager to show you around. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Oh. Yupe's Hot Halo, it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yupe's Halo. I kind of wanted the long explanation. There are many things that need to be asked and answered here. Ooh, a cutscene. Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen's Fiend, what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. Overalls. What manner of hosts will we be to deny them and look around? I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here? Yeah, we've made it this far, Terrell. How you doing? You know me too well, Mahusa. I sought to seize the opportunity to see how the farmers fare and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, so I do enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. Also, I know what's written on her chest piece. And on her back. I just have to scroll up a long way to find it again. A very long way, apparently. Maybe not that far. Oh yes, the medallion on chest reads Queen Sphene, Alexandros 14th. And on her back, it says Service Eternal, Many Souls, One Heart, Alexandria. You go on ahead, I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type. But given our positions, it would make sense for... Given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I am a hostage. I shall remain under Wicklemott's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen yourself and spoken with the other farmhands. If anyone speaks up, their soul gets ejected. My duties here are quite varied despite merely being a farmer. We all have to do our part if we're to prosper. You know, having run Vanguard like 30 times, the guy on the first boss that was on the motorcycle was talking about electrope weapon prototypes. Hamsa? Oh. You're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier? That true? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. Setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. We produce not only fruits and vegetables, but meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. Because we kill them. Bye. Aren't these... Hamsa? Ah. Thank God. Stupid fence. Oh, wait, Iggy's still muted. I don't know why Iggy was muted, but there you go, I fixed it. Speak.
Why did you mute me?
I didn't...
I muted myself. I don't understand. Anyway, here's your brothers, Jaye. They're literally the same size as you.
That's a squash.
I mean, it could be, but I'm pretty sure it's Poto.
It's a squash. They are me-shaped, yeah, but that's a squash.
Listen, my joke's funnier. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, no.
Kidek.
Yeah.
Not a familiar face. I gather this is your first time on site then, eh? I'm from outside the walls. This here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside. It makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. Currently, I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there, on their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny it, but I take great satisfaction in what I do. Yeah. Tell us about your beautiful society so that we can figure out what the hook is. The fact that it runs... That is powered by a forsaken child!
Here, you could talk to... What did you call him? Elias?
I called him Elias. Eli here. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source, you wanna know about my job? Oh, fuck, this guy's just got Asahi's hair. Oh, you're so punchable. I tend the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. I admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the field. We do our best to keep everything up to code, which if they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. Land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is a new opportunity to learn and grow. Alexandrians don't know about farming. Do they just survive off of battery packs?
That's not what I understood him saying. It just, this is how the people that were here already used to farm tied into Alexandrian methods.
Yeah, but like, if he's Alexandrian, and he didn't know much about farming beforehand.
Well, his parents could have been from Etheris.
Literally, he just said both of my parents were Alexandrian.
Whose parents could have been from Etheris. Anyway.
No, Jay, that's not what Alexandrian meant. It meant that he's from, like, both his people were from this shard, from the kingdom, as opposed to being from Tuliolol.
Read.
I see, don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. You're welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you have your fill of speaking with the farmers. Let's return to Mahusa. What are your impressions of the farm? I was amazed that everyone loves their work.
Yeah.
A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem most fulfilled. Always, they take to their duties with good cheer. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamachi? What? What? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard others call you by that name and I thought... It's fine. As said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. Last person I heard say that was Hades. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. Never seen anything like it. That feeling's understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? Where my queen, it happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water and had a strong lightning charge. That had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures may have become charged up with energy and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. We could take care of it. Most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. It's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuliolol. Regardless of how the relationships between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And the Warrior of Light is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well, I graciously accept, but please take all care. This has to go even faster if you and I search for lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting.
You know, I really thought that Sphaine's voice actress was the one who did Medion. It's not.
Yeah, I could hear why you thought it from a couple of different takes, but the voice is just ever so slightly different.
Wow.
Splendid.
I'll just put this out there. Since I ran Vanguard so many times, I learned that the animal type enemies, at least in the dungeon instance, were doing auto attacks at roughly double speed, which kind of turned the whole dungeon kind of hilarious when I wasn't tanking, because tanks would go in and neither, if they hadn't run this before, neither the tank or the healer would know this, and they would melt and the healer would panic. It led to a good number of TPKs.
So, pardon me. I have had theories on the state of the shards in the multiverse, as they say.
It's not a multiverse.
I know it's not a multiverse, but the rejoinings, just based on the weather here. The weather here is umbral static. Oh, we're going into the cutscene. Never mind. Well, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zeralja's machines for help. Oh, Jay, look at what she has on her hip. That's an infinity symbol.
Who?
Sphene.
Well,
He's making He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. See that infinity symbol?
What, on her Heartless emblem?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be an infinity symbol. It could be a ribbon. It could be an 8. But
Sideways?
But it's probably reminiscent. I'm going with the Heartless symbol from Kingdom Hearts.
Counterpoint. It's an infinity symbol, and you just literally said, like, eternal service or whatever. That's the thing that other people wear on their head, but for her, that's all I'm saying.
In an easily removable spot.
Yeah, everyone else is an easy removable spot, too. That's enough, Mahus. If you have grievances, I'll hear them later, but to speak of the king now... Now my brother's a shithead. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sort, Fiend, that I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. Now I believe we're done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? So what's your gut instinct? Is she good beans or bad beans?
I don't know enough to even begin to guess yet.
That's why I said gut.
Oh, my gut says I need more data.
Okay. I feel like she's a little too earnest. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will also have returned by now. My thanks for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. And also because the Queen of Alexandria in 9 was the bad guy.
She was a terrible person.
She was an antagonist, I'll put it that way. What?
Did you not see that person's name?
Lighter than air, angel farts. I mean... I guess. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it. Are you with us?
Queen's Fiend has come to see you. We're here, Mika. Everything is going to be all right.
Oh, shit.
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end. Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Stupid ad break.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid.
Why is her
Your
tiara
memory
glowing?
will live on in us.
Isn't
Living
it
on in
always?
memory. The giants share. a
Maybe it was, and I
similar
just never
belief.
noticed.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer?
Oh.
We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where
Oh,
shall we
that's
begin?
suspicious.
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection.
Oh, that's
to the
not good.
source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance
Oh,
of
yeah, I was about to
dimensional
say that.
compression.
We got
The
problems.
Ascians would no
Potential
doubt liken
problems.
it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes.
Huh.
To when the continent.
Oh,
we
Jay,
call
you're
home
probably
was
right again.
Ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss, I guess.
Well,
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
there lie our answers.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm.
Yes, Fiend is bad beans.
It is a ruler's duty.
Well, she didn't say Zoralja is her people.
No.
Now,
But what she's
I am off to
doing is
register you
saying
at
things
Everkeep.
without
It may take
saying
some
anything.
time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course.
She's speaking without lying by not saying anything.
Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into these anyway.
The fucking android sent by
Thank you
CyberLife
for
over
it
here.
And for being
Is
a
snitching.
friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Oh, someone dies and they no longer exist. Removed from memory.
Yep.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
In all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
In the literal cloud.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll
There's the
excuse
sinister
me.
twist.
Everybody looks up like that means something.
There's an action RPG with this premise I metasign.
Hey, Meta.
It's called Remember Me. Don't think it was very good, but who's the something? I have that game. What's going on? How could Pepewane suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Working resident. What the fuck is the cloud? An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know the person. Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
How about we go into the building she was literally just in?
Caregiving resident. Do I recall caring for someone until I do recall caring for someone until recently and say that was a person named Namika? Well, I can't be certain if it's her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud.
Is that
Stop saying things as if it explains things.
Is that one of those pods from fucking Chrono Trigger where, like, you go in, HP MP restored, but you're still hungry?
You know what? It might be. And that's why Alexandrians have no idea what farming is. Preoccupied resident. Do I know a Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked in the outskirts for a good while now. If you'd spent time here, I would remember.
Man, this cable's just a tripping hazard. I mean...
to a potato, so is a sidewalk curb.
Well, that's also to me in real life.
Air is a tripping hazard to you, my love.
Shut up.
He says shup because he's like, that's a good joke, actually.
See?
So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the Act 2, and I sensed none of that at that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepewane seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone else said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued to making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we can search for... Kafuika? Kafuika? I can't remember.
You'll hear
He
it
said
again.
to try the Thunder Yards. Should be in this direction.
What is that?
That is a level checker. Spying on us. Oh, nope. That's a yes, man. Impossible. Medesign identified the music that was playing at the end of last stream. Lindblom's theme. That's the one that has Vivi's theme played slow. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We should destroy it. Ah! Okay, so is that a person putting that robot?
I think it's an artificial intelligence.
Could be. I think I understood her words. Let's ask it some questions. Ernville, you're right. You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try and track it down. It'd be hilarious if it's just like, hi, I'm Namika. Oh. Oh, maybe my joke isn't that far off. What if they remove everyone's memory of everyone and then they get put into the robots? Solosis! We could catch it, it'd evolve into a Duosis. No, Duosian, then Reuniqueless. That's a Pokemon reference.
Yes, usually when people start saying nonsense like that, it means Pokemon.
I was just riffing off a Metazyme, don't get mad at me.
I know. Like how the search pattern is, okay, I'm gonna go search here, you go 20 feet ahead and search there, and you go 20 feet from here and search there.
You don't know that much about Pokemon? Good, that means you're saying. Jay never played past Generation 1.
Yeah, I was there at the dawn of Pokemon, played the first game, one color of it, and was like, I'm done. I think I had red.
I have played every single Pokemon generation.
I played red, and then I picked up... What was the next one, gold or silver?
Yeah.
I picked it up and then got really bored and then stopped playing. And then I gave up on the whole series until... one of the DS ones. X, I think. X, Y, whatever. And I did a Nuzlocke on that, and when I got killed, I was like, okay, and that was the end of that. Look, Lamont, you found it?
Yeah. Up that way by the fucking cave entrance? Come on then. Could be a trap, let's not rush in too quickly. So, do you think Alexandria is kind of like Norvrant?
I don't have enough data.
Theory crafting is fun.
Theory crafting is fun when you have something to base it off of. Cancel.
I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone. We're still going in, of course. This might be a trap, but be prepared for a fight. Everyone rushes in. And it's just like a bunch of nerds playing Magic the Gathering.
But seriously, like there's not enough data. I don't know that what Zoologia has anything to do with. I don't understand the makeup of Alexandria. I don't think that this is Alexandria. I think it's a piece of it. I need more data.
Well, we were just given more data, which was the barrier existed to prevent a calamity, and they lived inside it for hundreds of years. I can hear them, several people up ahead. Can't make out their conversations with the echoing. Keep going, stay on your guard. They got a coffee machine in there.
is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Ha.
Who?
Huh?
I just had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elnespia!
My darling, what now?
Congratulations, you now have a mommy bot.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you?
Fussy little bun bun? Oh, Jay, I'm calling you that now.
No.
Yeah.
I am going to use it as my response, though.
Fussy little bun bun? I've heard of hovering parents, but this is something entirely else. Hi, Domadette.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
Hi, everybody.
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elnespia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you knew my father?
Appearances notwithstanding,
Kafkiwa.
it seems this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Elnespia are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning.
Kafkiwa. It's some weird language where H's is pronounced like F.
Maybe it's a Navajo thing.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
I have so many questions.
Yes, as do I.
What is that music?
It's some chill lo-fi beats to study to. Oh. It's like a play on the Garlean radio thing. Oh yeah, they're doing like a phonography thing going on with it. Aaronville. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. Hey, why do you have different accents? But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her.
My mom and dad had different accents.
Yeah, but you had the American accent, well, I should say the English-American accent, as opposed to the Spanish-American accent. Aaronville. Done a lot of traveling. He's picked up a lot of accents along the way. Maybe? He's conflicted by this long-fated reunion. Let's hear what you have to say.
Please be voiced. Nope.
It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Valdesian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Now this is just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations.
She's a rebel leader.
We're the members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoraljaw's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it is prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearances notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... karaoke nights on Sundays. As I expect you already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, and the very earth beneath our feet is a fusion of two worlds.
Excuse me.
Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoraljah. Wait, memories? So Oblivion is building a castle. I get it. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does it have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and we don't wear that. And that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do?
It regulates.
It regulates. Allow me to explain.
Your name is Geo. Do you have nothing useful to say?
No, Jay. His name is probably pronounced Huiodi. Regulators have two primary functions. First, as the name suggests, it's regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expands the soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? That they do. Souls are packaged in cells and they can be used to replenish the life force that's lost due to sudden death, such as accidents. They don't do anything for people who die of old age, though.
So I was right.
Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when performing their duties. Souls as a common resource and payment for services rendered. Capitalism!
The next step in capitalism.
The void-sent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Oh, I was right. I was right with my theory. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self, or would the consciousness of others corrupt your own?
I said dilute.
Yeah. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence... The regulators are constantly recording the memories of the wearer, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. That's how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing?
Efficiency?
It's a kindness bestowed upon people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by the memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased person are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Soul cells are people.
Slash dead.
When a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. So the memories exist separate from the soul itself? In the cloud? The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption.
And slash dead. Nope.
Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here? On the surface, it's similar to the Yahui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. It is a lot of explanation for something the PCs will never use, but the reason why is world building.
Yeah, like stuff they're talking about now may come up an expansion or two later as something building on it. They're very good about planting seeds that get delivered on down the line.
Mm-hmm. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turiali would also accept this way of living.
Turiali.
It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. People have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't seem to me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met? She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zeralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well.
She's a member.
Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice: live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. Why would I ever explain anything? We did already see it work when one-headed jerk killed Wuklamat's dad.
Geode, nostalgia. Yalakwe. Gun.
These are adorable looking bats.
Where are their bats?
Outside. Oh no, they're not adorable when you get closer. Maybe that's not mouth. Maybe that's chest fuzz. Hang on a second. I know what to do. I'm sneaking now. I can get close. Nope.
Yeah, you're way too low level a miner to have been able to sneak successfully here.
Only 5 levels. I just forgot that was when they happen.
Oh.
Face plus ear shape looks more moth-like. Could be. Moth.
I'll meet you at the objective.
Yep. Kefkihwa, what's up? Everyone here? Good. It's the responsibility of the Thunder Yards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're gonna meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Strika?
It's probably Strika.
Storika. Storika. Anyway, the whole thing is that she dies a lot.
We need you to meet one of our hunters. She sucks, so she dies at least once every night.
I mean, it could be.
Defective sentries.
Hello there. Kefkiwa? What are you doing here, and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen's Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. Aha!
Ooh, haha. It's a heartless emblem.
It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there really isn't much to see. That's right, these are all people from a shard, so they all suck. Kefkiwa said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear.
Actually, that was 10, not 9 or 8.
Yeah. Some good they are, eh? but these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. Special election of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Special selection of souls? I brought this lot here to see the danger you speak of. It's not too much trouble to ask. Of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my best efforts on any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance to draw out something worthy of a demonstration.
That's a fist weapon.
Oh, I just realized what she's going to do.
Yeah.
She's going to burn a soul to get a power-up.
Yeah, she's gonna trance.
Let's slay what we can. Ooh, hey, Jay, do you think it's going to be more like trance, or if it's more like a perfected version of the ruby weapon immersion thing?
I think it's an upgraded version of a job crystal, where instead of the memories being given to you as you progress with the job crystal, it's like eating the job crystal.
Possibly.
But it's only for like a temporary.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. You gain access to the soul's abilities, but then it's gone.
Yeah, so
that's probably what I'm thinking too. Full Town.
Where? Oh.
It's a Katobel Pass. What's the model they use for one anyways? This one will do nicely.
Yeah, it's a Vanguard fist weapon. I've got one.
We'll help you. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. Oh. I don't like the look of this. Let us help.
Delay your reading by a second and we'll be okay.
Oh no, watch out. Arg.
Was that right that we just picked her because she's bad?
I mean, it could be. She needs healing. He called it on sucks for their job and needs 3 reses.
That was me.
Yeah, that was definitely her. That was definitely Jay, rather. I said, everyone here is from a shard, and so they all suck. That was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. Told you not to worry. This will only take a moment.
Except this time she's gonna pop a soul charge.
You know what? I bet she's popping like 5 of them to equalize herself to our etheric soul density.
If only we had someone who can see Ether with us, but she decided to sit outside.
Yeah, her ability to see the nature of souls would mean that there was no fucking solutions at all here. Or no questions to be had. You know what I am right now? I'm that fucking Invincible meme of like, look what they need to harness a fraction of our power. Just like Zeralja. Come on, let's get out of here.
I kind of want to watch Invincible.
I watched it. It's alright. Is that also a function of the regulator? Man, these people could be using the power of Dynamis. Instead, they're using souls. They'd be so much better at using Dynamis than anyone else. I think I understand how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me, you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast? I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. So you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite? Such a form can only be achieved by gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but that's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they allow us hunters to carry that many souls to begin with.
Oh, you know what? It's the junction system taken a bit too far.
Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care.
Okay, bye.
We already had a person doing junction systems. There you had it. Have it. Regulators can be loaded with 2 kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. Souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And the souls of beasts? They work in much the same fashion, imbuing with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika.
Striker.
Using several of them at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth may become fangs, your nails claws, too many and you become more beast than man.
Twisted and goofy.
Twisted and goofy. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent, and lightning is the closest to activity on the chart.
Didn't I just prove that by showing you a picture of the chart?
You showed me what you showed me was a picture of the chart, but we were talking, the difference between umbral and astral was where we had our little disconnect.
It wasn't even a disconnect, it was... whatever. Read.
You literally proved my point better than I thought I had made it.
Read.
Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound.
So we got a micro-star team.
This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations in the reflections are surprising indeed.
And now we're gonna flash back to Emmett Selk saying that because we have to. Oh, no we didn't, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Wait, if beasts have souls, doesn't it mean they're people by definition? No. because a soul is different based on the species that you are. Basically. Like, Jaye has a potato soul, and I have a cat girl soul, which is separate from a cat soul, which is separate from the soul of, like a rabbit, an actual rabbit.
Yeah, and plenty of cultures believe that animals have their own distinct souls, animal spirits, same as indigenous peoples and such.
Yeah, it's just, they're just literally different from human souls, like humans are different from animals.
Well, we all have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what powers Zoralia has at its disposal.
It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the souls entirely is unprecedented technology. Technically, it isn't. Oh, shit. Oh, God fucking damn it.
Eventually, Iggy will remember we're on a stream. This is no longer only Tuliola's concern, but his newfound power. Zoralia has become a real threat to the entire world.
Jay, I swear to God, sometimes you gotta let me go through my brain blast and to get the word out. Because I will lose it if I don't get it out. My brain blast was, Kairos did this exact same thing. Back in Elpis, remember?
Yeah, but a decent blow to the head will also do it.
Man.
If it was stripped from the soul by Kairos, then how did it get reattached in the ethereal sea?
Yeah, but that's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Kairos is also able to remove memories, but when you return to the ethereal sea, your memory came back.
Yeah, so Kairos removes them and then... You see what I mean? I think it's more a block than removal. Because if it was gone,
yeah.
You're speaking of ether here. If you know, when ether is gone, it's gone. Meaning that the memory would not survive in the ethereal sea, waiting for the other part of the soul to get there. So Kairos put in a block that denied you access to the memory until you were dead.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
This is cleaving the soul apart.
Yes.
Two different things. Kairos was a memory alteration program in the ancient world. So the good timing joke applies.
Yes, it does.
Because it was a clock.
It was a clock. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost.
Look at that thing!
Yeah, that's the boss to one of the... whatever the heck it was, where we would head down with, what's her name? Fucking the Potato Queen.
Yeah, I remember that now. So, in my Encyclopedia Eorzea here, souls. All things, be it man, animal, or plant, does ether flow, the spark which grants life to the lifeless. Conversely, that could be said to occur once ether is left a corporeal object. From this, it's clear to see why so many scholars use the words life and ether interchangeably. The ether of the living can be broadly divided into corporeal ether and incorporeal ether, i.e. vigor and life force, or the soul itself. A person possessed of only the former becomes a zombie, while having only the latter will render them a ghost. Etherologists also assert that an individual's memory is inscribed upon their soul's ether. It is further theorized that memories associated with stronger emotions are more likely to persist after death, which would perhaps explain why so many spirits fixate upon vengeance. When a physical creature perishes, its corporeal ether remains in the physical world where it's consumed by predators or absorbed back into the land to provide nourishment for other life forms. Circle of life. Incorporeal ether, the soul, however, is returned to the ethereal sea. where it is washed clean of memories and await rebirth. This is the Google has replaced the Ethereal Sea with the cloud.
We get tender shortcake for this.
Layered with whipped cream and sliced Napala-tender tunas. This light and fruity dessert is a perfect summertime treat. Tuna, not the fish.
I trust you've gained insight into the use of souls in Alexandria? It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. For now, let's head back to Earth and Sky.
Is it earth and sky because the ground, it's underground and thus dirt would be the sky? Or is it a reference?
I don't know.
At this rate. There's something I want to discuss before we go into the tunnel.
This cake is great. Where'd you get it? A robot in a fucked up half-ruined city gave it to me.
So, like, in Shalonai, there was a fruit that was called tuna, which is a fruit from Mexico. I don't know if it's pronounced tuna, but it's spelt tuna, and no one said it out loud.
The Eastern prickly pear.
Yep, cactus fruit. but not dragon fruit.
Opuntia. Oh, and just looking at the Wikipedia page here. Specific parts include tuna, the fruit, sabar, nopal, pads, from the Nahuatl word Nopali. So that's why they're Nopali tenders. And also why Sabo tenders. Sabo, Sabra. Oh, you're here already.
Yep.
Sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuliolol and Alexandria. And while Zeraldia knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafkuya and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with the Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share a desire to stop Zeralja. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. Because the Queen is sus as hell. A fair point, and knowing Zeralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliolol. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kafkuya. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can, otherwise we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm, and we need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zeralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenville. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? If it's a trap, we'll deal with it when it's wrong.
Basically.
That's always the way of it with you. I know why dude decided he was going to party up with Steen.
What is in my neck?
Those appear to be headphones?
No, like in the fleshy part of the neck. There's like little shiny bits sticking out of my skin.
I'll have to have a look close. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Anyway, Zoralja was probably incapable of killing Sphene. Like, he'd just do it and then she'd get back up, and he'd do it and get back up.
I need to look up. There we go. Yeah, that.
You know what? That's probably from the visor.
But it's still there. Is that the necklace?
Maybe it's the necklace.
No? Then again, I can't really see the necklace. Who cares? It's fine.
Sup, Robo-Mom? Kefkiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoralja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? He did it first! My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As I was resolved, it falls to me to bring him to account. And I'm prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who also shares my goal. Fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've had ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bonbon. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. My fussy little bonbon. Thank you, Kefkuiwa, everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Oh, you were so sad. Let us not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even its commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at a given time, could only be the queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoralja will eventually march on Tuliolal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliolol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was to demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Koan, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant. He won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. That, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Koano instead. He'll attack Tuliolol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuliolol requires that Zaralja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Yes, they will need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with the Ishtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave the Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement.
Guys, I've been through Vanguards 30 times. There's no one left.
He killed his own dad and has an immortality machine. Of course he's going to flex on people in the field. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zaralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle. And it begins with familiarizing yourselves with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you Oblivion's main headquarters. I thought this place was it. You'd be impressed to know that we are located right inside that tower in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in a forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint.
Oh, we're registered.
Yeah, Sveen said she'd make us we can enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and find me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce yourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when we're working together.
Blue hair, pink hair, other pink hair. Got it.
Blue nephew, pink nephew, pink nephew. While Oblivion has operators all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwi.
You don't pronounce
Nostalgia.
Wayake. There's no the W is silent-ish.
Hello, persons who get killed for pathos number 1 through 3. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveilling and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayaki is a Tawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Tuliolan and our father Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion?
The music.
I wanted to avenge our father.
Angry.
Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung hope that he would be released, but months went by with no word about him. We made the decision to remove our regulators. We'd already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. The bastard. Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father.
I don't think Zeralja's to blame for this. It sounds like this system has been in effect way before he showed up.
Oh no, yeah, like this is not Zeralja just killing people. This is Sphene being a shithead. Because remember, the Queen of Alexandria sucked. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tonawa name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone is so nice. You'll love it. Well, that's us here. You'll meet the others in the back room, our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts. All of them. Eleneshpia, one last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkuya. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. That's all. You go to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. First queen sucked, then she got blown up. The second one was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Still...
She was introduced as princess, so that's why she's not queen, air quotes.
Meanwhile, in Everkeep, still waiting on that remake.
He is a little XCOM 2-like.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require, is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wooglamart bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as Argos align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Uklamat, if you are Father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
She needed him for something.
What now? Probably to open the gate.
But for what purpose?
That's what we have to figure out. Anyway, talk to Uklamat.
Right. Kafkihwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower.
I almost went into a wall. How did you get over there so fast?
Teleported. Did you not get the... It's right there.
That's an achievements notification.
Oh.
You did it while it was still in the cutscene.
I really didn't.
Well, also we were in an instanced area, so... It's fine, I want to look around more anyway.
Okay, so while Jay is looking around, they needed Zeralja's strength. You want to bet that he was actually fighting something?
No one's talking about it.
Really, the people who have memory modification devices aren't talking about things.
Well, that's not at all what I meant. I didn't mean these people, I meant Sphene. How is the corn servant here? Okay.
Corn servant is in your heart, Jay.
That explains the blockage.
Los elote san... What's your?
Abandon.
I just need to know what your is. Like, belonging to you. T corazon. There. Fuck it.
That defective turret still... Yep. Okay, there it goes.
Los elotes is... and tu corazon. That's what I was trying to say, basically. Oh, there you are.
Those are good reflections.
If Queen Sphene is registered as guest, you should be able to march right in. If she hasn't,
you're gonna die.
Then you may have a swarm of Zeralja minions to deal with. Sounds like fun. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your doing service, friends. My companion and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. What a relief. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Crack theory idea. Kryl is the true legal bloodline ruler of this world, of Alexandria. That's my bullshit crackpot theory.
We already had one Scion wind up in charge of a country.
Yeah, but that's not long lost princess. That's just something else.
How many gil do you have?
Everkeep.
Less now that I put 1 million in the company chest.
Perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Shock Terrell, Solution 9.
I remember we were so confused when they showed this back at the initial reveals.
Spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrobe, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo.
I know that voice. And I'm getting angry at myself. I can't tell what it is because of the filter.
While I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations.
I like combinations of both, lady.
And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be king.
Don't call me Azim for nothing.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Graha being like, I want future tacos.
We'll see you later.
So I'll assume that all the Lavathels here are Alexandrians.
Yeah, because we didn't see any of them in Tuliolo.
Perhaps one of them will recognize
other than the potatoes.
I think she's cold.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a
she's
tower?
got fur.
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance,
She's dead and her memories piling the bot? Possible.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor Spear, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Her confusion at that is confusing.
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or
She's adorable.
anything. Everything is just so different.
Are you blushing, or is that the lighting here? Just give it a second. Just give it a second. Give it a second. It's the lighting.
I got wasted already?
Tower's inside a tower. I see it, but I can't believe it. Straight ahead. Feels like we're getting lost. We can turn around and come back. First thing they did was hit out the bars. Ethernet shard.
I've never been drunk. Oh god, now we gotta go run around and collect those. Okay, I'm gonna go counterclockwise. There's a path that way.
Sights of the West and beyond. That's a lookout thing.
I was too far away. The Eastern Rite is all the way up here, by the abyss.
Anyways, talk to Wook Lamont so we get her following us.
Yeah.
What's so bad about being drunk? Ask a glass of water. Trousers are ready. This place is too much. I've got no idea where to go. Let's head in that building there. Oop.
She's not following, she's ussing.
She's leading.
What is that?
What, the big fucking bubble thing in the sky? No idea. Security drone, probably.
Like, they've got a highway.
They've got Futurama travel tubes.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
Sphene does get around.
She was she was just upstairs.
And she also was in Tuliolal when the fighting was happening.
I'll
I
say
get
it
it.
plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
Yeah, these are just like droids that she occupies to get around, like a better version of what
you said you were
what's her name
on
uses.
his side.
Yeah.
We have come no closer
I can
to
see
seeing
that.
eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible. Zorolja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
She just wants us out of the city for some reason.
I'll be there alongside her.
I'm not yielding on this either.
You don't know me from a hole in the wall, but okay.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Pardon me while I turn a light on. It's starting to get dark in here.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off the quest train for a second.
What do you mean this is only level 97 main story quest?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Aetherites now, cause this is the Nexus Arcade. Jesus Christ, there's a million people in here.
It's where all the crafting's being done, probably. Oh, Jay, look, there's a mender.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I actually don't need it. What's the gear here look like?
What do you mean by...
Like, the every zone sells gear for the level, right? So, like, I'm using this. No, I don't want to purchase it. I want to try on. Oh,
it's the Skaven set, isn't it?
Not quite.
But it uses it as a base.
Yeah, it does. It is a bit of a recolored Skaven set. But it's a good recolor. For the weapons, anyway. For the Battlecraft gear... It's also the Skaven sets. Okay. Damn. But it's nice to have access to them without needing tombstones.
Yeah, for glamour purposes.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing Rakaznar mentioned here. That was a Final Fantasy XI zone, a very particular one.
There's a fucking car here.
It's a motherfucking Cybertruck.
Well, no.
Maple is here.
Yeah, I see Maple. But like there's, it's not a Cybertruck. There's not giant holes between every panel.
It's what the Cybertruck wishes it could be.
An air wheeler dealer. Yeah. You know those flying bikes that everyone was using in the cutscene? 7,500,000 gil. If anyone wants to make me a loan, I only need 4.5 million. Oh, my armory chest overflowed. I was like, why do I have a sword there? And it's like the Vanguard samurai sword. It'll be very interesting to see how the zone plays out when we get to the... Is it the 8-man series? It's gonna be based out of here?
I can't remember which one of these is the 11. And we thought Rook saw a tail on a hologram.
What hologram? I'm backtracking. On the wall in the arcade. This thing?
Oh! It's a nutkin. Without the nut. No way. Oh, shit!
What?
There's a second floor. Behind you? To the left? Okay, look at Maple and look where Maple's butt is. Right behind Maple's butt.
Oh, I was looking for stairs.
No. Welcome. How did you enjoy being digitized?
Same as last time.
Kektor.
Chocobo.
I like the vibes here.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hate the vibes here because of the sinister implications.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Isohedron.
Okay. Now to resume my my quest for Aetheryte connections.
Just the one.
What does Tokot have to say? Come to do a bit of shopping? Well, you're in the right place. The commerce sector is probably the best retail hub in all of Everkeep. What?
No! No!
What?
I found Rodina.
I'm never gonna get these Aetheryte charts.
No one, you can find it and then just come back. I have found the worst woman in this entire fucking planet. And she's still split in multiple different parts. The one on the first wasn't a shithead. The one on the first was pretty cool. Other than, you know, the capitalism, but she was pretty cool with Garenwalt.
Garamalt? What's Garamalt?
Geralt, or whatever his name was.
Geralt.
No, not... That's the one on this reality.
Oh, yeah, Rodina.
Rodina, who is this version of Rowena, who sucks.
You must be a disciple of the Hand or Land.
Of level 90 or above.
Well, I've got those.
Fucking later. Hate you. Dominant loves us being excited tourists. Glad that you can have that experience.
I like seeing towns.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go clockwise. You know what? If I touch the main aetheroid, I can teleport back to the residential sector.
Did you not get the bottom one at the very start?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just chilling out by Sphene when you're finished.
Watching the world go by, coffee in hand, what could be better? This is where they live. Yeah, those are apartments. Giant apartment blocks suspended above the treacherous glowing blue void. That is cool though. You think they'll open this place up for housing?
I mean, they literally did call it a residential district, so probably.
Yeah, but every city has a residential district. Otherwise, it wouldn't really be a city. It would be a...
You know what? You know what they'll probably do? They'll probably give apartments in this area.
This is residential radius 9-11.
And there's 2 of them.
Vending machines.
Oh, give me a can of cream corn.
I refuse.
No, you don't understand. It's okay though.
This guy's gonna make the most of his day. Maple is stalking me.
The cream corn will take over everything? No, it won't. It will be in my tummy.
Which will take over everything.
I mean, we don't talk about it overtly on these streams, but yeah. Say hi to Maple. Okay.
What is this? This is the information sector. Hey, look at them, those billboards we were trying to figure out back in the day. This is scanning port 9. That seems like a dungeon, maybe.
Taro Maple says hello.
Oh, we can't actually get over there.
Not yet.
Okay. Alright, back to Wicklamat and Sphene. Did you tell them we were streaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Solution time. Jay is playing this on PlayStation 5. I'm playing on PC. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say, I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all key facilities are situated near lay nodes. What you call etherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it is right there, I'll show you the Nexus Arcade first. Follow me.
Yeah, graphically it's on par with the PC version, and it has faster loading times.
The only problem is you don't have the keyboard.
If I get a Bluetooth keyboard, I can do it just fine.
This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find almost anything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. See the glowing pattern over yonder? That's an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. Now let's spare us some walking. Are they also made from that strange metal? What's it? Yes, the conveyors are also powered by electrope. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated in just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electrope can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm.
So they're just using better Magitech.
Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. By manipulating the air with wind while producing light with lightning, it's possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with electrope. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Uh-oh.
Oh, nail on the head.
This shop over here, what does it sell?
Wait.
Yes, let's go and take a look. I see this Dutch angle. I dare say you will find it interesting. Well, that explains why things went to shit, don't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something here that's mainly just for you, Iggy.
Yeah?
Allow me to switch jobs real fast.
Oh god, look, it's the man. It's the man in the squirrel suit, he's here!
Alright. Oh god, it is. Now that I am a level 90 whatever I am, I'm gonna talk to Radina.
Hi, Radina.
Well. What did we hear? I thought I knew all the prominent trades in the new path for Solution 9. Come to sign a contract, I trust? You needn't fight yourself over the details. The arrangement is blissfully simple. You provide me with product, and I compensate you for said product with scripts. A man of your expertise would surely recognize such a lucrative offer when they hear one. The truth, it was the Tirali who first introduced me to the many conveniences of trade with scripts. The system brought to them by a tradeswoman by the name of Rowena. That's neither here nor there. You'll be well paid for your contributions. Scripts, naturally. And your earnings can then in turn be used to purchase any of our wares that strike your fancy. What do you say? Nod. Splendid. Simply splendid. Unless you worry, there'll be no quotas to speak of. You only need make deliveries when inspiration strikes. I am now registered.
Rowena ruins everything. You just looked up and Sphene is a reference, the one that you should have caught. Is it because that the fact that Sphene is a rock, like a garnet is? Yes.
This shop sells food. Those are food on the counter.
It's fucking... Holy it's fucking... pouch.
That's food. I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, sample something. Choose one and I'll buy it. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are most popular.
Oh, this. Dot knows something. Select an item that interests you.
Do I want the slab of pink hexagons, the liquid-filled pouch, the long rectangular bar, the hexagon pattern bag, or the black and yellow tin?
Sea salt ice cream. So we each have to get something different, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the hexagons are the grapes.
I mean, they could be. Do you want to go for hexagon?
No, I'm leaning towards that black and yellow tin.
Yeah, I was kind of torn between black and yellow tin and the hexagon. I'm gonna go for pink hexagons then.
Okay. Cultivated.
Oh, you can see. Ooh, we can see a description for each.
This here is cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing, but it's sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label and is a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level.
Bifkin.
I'm upset.
The synthetic fruit palettes, they're a best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. I never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there is no denying their popularity. I don't eat fake grape. I refuse it.
Ah yes, it's a salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With this blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and you can't get enough of this stuff either. Ah, delicious salad paste. The rectangular bar is,
Hang on, let me read my revivifying tonic, which is under the blue pouch. I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a blind blend of sweet and salty and stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. It's like Pocari Sweat.
Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed into a single foodstuff. The formula, the flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one barf will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. I'll have all my food in bar form. Hospital, please.
I think I gotta see that one and see how it relates to Charlie Loaf. So I'm choosing the rectangular bar.
I'm going for the beef chicken hybrid.
1 bar satisfies for a whole day. Challenge accepted. Well, they're all very tempting. I'm gonna have the steak. I'm absolutely starving, says Wooklamont.
I'm gonna have steak like you. I'm absolutely starving.
Fine sampling selections here now. It's been a long time since we had new covers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Oh god.
Oh god, we're react videos.
Great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture. Let's dig in. Alright, here I go. God, is someone streaming this? Sample your selection. Oh, that's like so crunchy. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Ronique, and the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this all day. Don't mind them, they're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you?
It's fantastic.
It's pretty good, or it's interesting. I'm gonna say it's interesting, because I'm having this Charlie Loaf. It's interesting. He says the exact same thing no matter what you say. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliolol first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embraced our differences. Alright, what about you, Sveen? Aren't you having something to eat too?
The vessel does not require food.
I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, but what's your favorite, if you don't mind me asking?
12 volt.
My favorite? My favorite is Duracell batteries. The souls of the living. Why do you want to know? Because I want to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you're fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and in my experience have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. The souls of the damned.
Tall cup of liberty.
Is this such a difficult question? Team Retrobox is not sponsored by Duracell batteries.
No.
I'm sorry. It's just when I think of those who labor to bring us food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you needn't laugh about it. 2 bagels.
Aw.
Oh! Oh no! That was Blue and he has a horn! That's Zeraljo's baby boy!
What does the horn have to do with anything?
Because that means he's a Hubigo. There's only one other blue-scaled Hubigo. Zeralja. Uklamat, I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well, next I'm thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to personal matters. Sveen, what's your favorite food? The souls of the damned. Uklamat, bagels. No. Uklamat, bagel steak. It's a visitation to be precise. I believe it'll be educational for you as well. Accompany me there? Yeah, let's do it. Let me know if you've seen enough here. We'll make our way over there.
I've seen enough here. Please move on.
Residential section to the southwest. As we walk, I'd be glad to tell you about anything you come across that's interesting. Oh, hi, Sveen.
Well, I don't see any talk bubbles, so...
Well, we can just talk with them immediately, too.
We go.
Let me teach you without question how nice it would be to have such a friend. Uklamat. Talk. The meat was so good, I have to have everyone at home try it.
I haven't had, like, a McDonald's breakfast bagel with steak in a long time. It's a guilty pleasure.
Steak at a McDonald's? Really?
Well, it's steak on a bagel, and steak might be in quotation marks.
Steak on a bagel. Steak.
Words don't have to be mashed together, you know.
Yeah, but it's funny to make the mouth sounds. My fussy little bun. Sveen. This is Mosaic Cafe. You can buy drinks here to enjoy while you relax.
Oh, I missed...
To the yellow, we have a similar establishment called Shpelevte, that's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the Hewn, who resemble some Tonawawata, the tall and graceful Eldite, and the diminutive and affable Milala. And they all choose Malala.
Spell it?
M-I-M-I-L-A-L-L-A.
That's way better than Lalafell.
Yeah. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. That's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? Traditional Turali dish and one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Oh, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we restored peace to Tuliolol. Let's continue on.
Look at the detail on this fabric.
That's ridiculous. Honestly, just go to Denny's or an IHOP or something, price will be about the same, but actual food? True.
I will probably never go into an IHOP again. Denny's, I probably wouldn't mind.
You don't hop. You never hopped. You fucking lying piece of shit.
I know I've shared my IHOP story on here before.
And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one's bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all Alexandrians have apartments here.
Did I miss another one? Oh, I actually have to go to that one.
Yeah.
Ugh. My bad.
They blew the budget on her skirt. None was left over for the Crystal Exarch's arm.
They said that with each 7.x patch, they'll be redoing texture work in previous expansions there and such. So I think the Exarch's arm will get the treatment soon enough.
It will.
This is everything Iggy just said, but really, really fast because I thought this was an optional conversation.
Nothing's ever optional. Nothing never is not optional. There we go.
Yeah, way light just... It's not ray tracing, but it's a really good facsimile of it.
Yeah. Just about all Alexandrians have apartments here.
I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left at residential radius 914.
Residential radius? Come, the doors open automatically.
We'll just cut through the lake, it's fine.
Ask about the lobby. This is the lobby, a common area for residents. What does the machine there do? The concierge looks after residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they'll be glad to assist. They took my job. Is that so? I have no shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, consider me your personal concierge. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all not get copy struck.
Can anyone
live? Can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origins, race, occupation, or regulator usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. Taking care of everyone for 30 years. I'm truly grateful.
Can I have one? Hey, Clerk P7 1091. Visitors must be equipped with a regulator or present a valid visitor permit. Wait a minute. Didn't you just say?
She did just say. If you don't want to wear one, you have to have a visitor permit. Hey, Sveen. This is the place. A mother and son live here.
Oh, this is where Zoologist Kid is kept, and never mind.
Not a human. I can always spare a brain slug.
I have that. That's the caster gear.
Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. Now you're friends with me today, is that alright? Of course, friends of the Queens are friends of ours. Please make yourself at home.
Okay, for housing, I kind of want the interior materials of this place.
Yeah. How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sveen visits often, does she? She does. Milo simply adores her. He sometimes even manages to smile while she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? Needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. Glad to hear it, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There's nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have been met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, and we've been unable to find a cure. Good news, we have a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. Don't worry, I have a friend that can literally fix you. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy for your mother and for me.
Where have we heard the etheric imbalance thing before? 'Cause that sounds familiar.
All of Shadowbringers?
Well...
And also tempering?
Right.
Like, an etheric imbalance towards light is what causes a Sin Eater to happen.
Right.
And so, literally, all we need to do is...
Bring Alize.
Bring Alize, and have Angelo do things that aren't... Like, do the opposite of lightning. Which would be ice.
Yeah, I want to look at this place real quick.
Nice decanters. Milos, can I talk to you? Isadora. She just likes Sphene.
Oh, she's got some...
Yeah.
Hexapeach.
Yeah, she's got, like, fake peach.
And,
ooh, that looks yummy. She's got Hamburg steak going on here.
Yeah. And some pickled eggs. I like the LED sink. That seemed particularly pointless.
Hey, Jay, look. They've got tuna cans.
They're logged into Play Online here. What did that say?
Sorry, where are you looking?
The TV.
Hollow...
HOLO.
Hollow TV? Hollow 110, maybe? Some hollow bullshit.
I think that there was such an illness.
Hey, Sphene. So how'd you fuck up? Thanks for coming to me on a visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. Okay, but no, seriously. You know the cause. I have got a friend. She can summon a flying pig and make it work. Well, let's continue the tour, shall we? You obviously have duties to attend to and citizens to look after. We can stop here if you like. No. I do this because I want to, so please don't worry. Next, I'll show you one of the district's most vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it, we need to go by way of a ley node 9. By way of ley node 9, where the etherite is situated. I just got something, didn't I? No, not yet. We're gonna get it in a minute. That's right.
Yeah, it's just high quality gear from this area.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna hold on to for my machinist.
Yeah, because you don't need to get any more gear right now. You just need to wait until we get to level 99, and then you get full sets for all your stuff.
I'm already level 99. I can get full sets for 3 classes.
Well, I meant once we unlock it in the story.
Oh yeah, that.
I really dig the lo-fi beats to Quest 2 that happen here.
Looks like there's a daytime-nighttime effect here. Like
we'll find out in like 10 minutes, 10 Eorzean minutes, because it swaps over at 6 o'clock.
It feels brighter in here right now.
Yeah, like I said, in 50 minutes. Eorzean minutes.
I don't know the conversion.
1 minute for every, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. They don't sell angel snacks here. Oh, there's a Mikote here. Neat.
Did I get this?
It's the last one. Even this place has fixed their housing problems. That's what happened when the dead and dying get turned into souls.
Well, it's because they're using TARDIS tech. This is dimensional compression.
Is it, or is it just...
The words dimensional compression were used.
Oh. Sphene. Conveyor ahead will transport you to the government sector where resolution is located. The markings on the conveyor indicate its direction, and there's a paralight on the other side. Is it safe? Extremely. There's no need to be afraid. Who said I was afraid? Come on. So, this is level 97 location, which means we have a super secret area that we don't even know about yet.
Well, there's the Alexandrian crest up there.
Yep. I'm suddenly reminded of the fact that we literally got to find Bismarck in the first... We could actually have Alexander show up here.
Yeah. Alexander.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy IX Alexander.
That would be terrifying.
It would! Hi, Sphene. Here we are, Resolution, the operational heart of Solution 9. From Resolution, we oversee the running of the district and provide essential services to citizens, such as welfare support and job introductions. It's quicker to show than tell, so let's proceed inside.
You think there are job crystals for, receptionists?
Would you want to have the memories and skills of receptionists for thousands of years shoved into your head?
If it included a way of detaching my emotional state from it, yes.
Strange contraptions.
That's what the regulators are for, to remove your memory of the workday.
What's that?
That's a shower.
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits.
Ah, currency conversion.
Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time.
Where do you source your souls?
But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to...
Just like Dark Souls.
Are they free-range souls? Ethically harvest
Putting it lightly.
denim?
To be honest, it sounds disturbing.
Where do they keep getting new souls? From everyone who died. They've trapped them. And when you die, you become a new one.
I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
Oh, yes, give us history lessons.
With knowledge comes appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Processing.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while. In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it's said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed, and livestock starved.
Shinra is powering everything with the live stream directly, Ralga.
But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation: electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing.
Which Asian set this up? We're gonna go with Ashtaroth. That was our safe bet.
Inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking electrope from others. Fighting was isolated and sporadic until electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge. As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor, Lindblum, committed its stores of electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction. They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
1,000 years ago or so.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
Sounds an awful lot like an umbral calamity.
Yep.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
Oh, you know,
But
kill
to
gods,
continue the tale,
punch
the
despair.
people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
Oh.
That's...
The memories of the dead is a bad thing, dude. I literally punched a blue jay about this. last week.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
Good question,
I've got no
Rook.
souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was.
That's the 8-man
I
series,
haven't
the
been allowed
Arcadian.
to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9. I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
He trips, hits his head, and dies forever.
Right. I believe we've visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
What about the right side of the city?
That man from before.
We'll get
Does
there.
that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things. Restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Oopsie doopsie.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Aralja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiola.
Stare.
I'd like that very much.
I'm just a bit ahead of you, sorry.
Judging you in robot.
Okay. I have changed my assessment of Sphene. She wants to do good.
It seems
but
I've
cannot.
no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Vau Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
What was Sphene wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, it can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now, and we should probably get to Kafquiwa... I just had it. Kafquia's meeting point. Back the way we came, I think. Did I get this one up here? I think I did, but... No, I'm anxious. Dang Determinators being so stubborn in their Terminatorness. Yeah. I am the Terminator. Blah. Sphene genuinely cares for her people. I can respect her for that. Thanks to her tour, I've come to better understand the lives of Alexandrians. They don't feel so strange and distant anymore. Weaponry. Uklamat. Having seen the district to your satisfaction, Uklamat is ready to head to the meeting point. So we're supposed to go to a place called True View in the eastern sector. The conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on. This is the right place, you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, let's explore a little more. Huh? Look over there. Baby! A Mamulja child. What are they doing here? Baby. You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Zeralja.
Yeah.
The blue scales of a Buneweb with the features of Hubigo. This can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Let's go after him.
That kid's gonna fall down some stairs.
Don't worry, I have rescue.
They're definitely gonna fall down some stairs now.
Yeah, because...
Wait. What's that blue exclamation mark? It can't be for a Easter current thing. We're in a town.
No, it's for sightseeing.
Oh.
Probably.
I'll go poke it real fast.
DDA 6-3 producer, was there a Miss Zeralja all along? Cloning? We'll find out, I'm sure.
Well...
Nope. Can't get to it from here. Oh, it's up top.
Emmeline Ironheart. That tome. It's a sightseeing log. Alright, here you go. My twin sister, blah blah, blah blah blah. Here you go. Updating log. And there's some notes. Have fun. Goodbye. Cloning or really gross ideas.
Heterosexual sex isn't really gross. I'm sure that there were Mamulja in the dome.
Well, look at the AMD Radeon in the background. That's the Arcadian, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I remember because we were all looking at it and laughing when it first showed up in the thingy.
Hey, we found downtown, I guess.
I'm still catching up here, sorry. So this is True View. Not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. That building's just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess.
Oh, the kid came to us.
What? Get back here, Godzuki. I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach, only to suddenly reappear? Did they want to take us somewhere? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is. All right, then, lead the way.
Exclamation mark.
Follow the child, and don't
lose the child.
Jason. Jason.
I outran the child and he stopped. Man, I want to explore this.
Oh, he's taking us to the card shop, Jay. He wants us to buy him some sweet, sweet pulls. Or not. What's this? This is a bar, child. You are definitely not allowed in here. Is this where you wanted to bring us?
7-7?
9th heaven? What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me.
Buy me a drink, they won't let me order.
Hey, what's your name? I don't have a name.
He's
You're still not inclined to talk.
He's like 30 years old with an extremely deep voice.
Oh, baby Yoda! He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him?
Nope.
After a fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend her special. Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too.
Oh. I thought I was being insulted.
Yeah, then you remembered, wait a second. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kafkuya. We ran into a child on the way and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kafkuya. The owl has reached the nest. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos there. He'll show you to a fun place.
The jail.
What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so he can tend bar with me. Child labor laws. This is taking a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? If it is, I'll just kill everyone.
I can take him.
Damned if this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. Fun place, I need an adult. The only way to win is to make the situation extremely uncomfortable. And say, my safe word is Winnebago. What's this fun place meant to be? Is Kakiwa there? I suppose there's only one who find out. Tassos. He stands stoically. This area is nominally off limits, but Kafkiwa has told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised.
Lies.
Reasons for a bar fight number 858. The bartender with the no minors allowed sign refuses to serve a lollipop who's already heard one too many short jokes that day. I'm gonna take your shins.
Wonderful. They're here.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
You have a fabricator.
3D printing.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Aw, it does.
Yeah. Unlike the one that got invaded, everyone got shot to death.
Adapters. That is,
yeah.
Scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives.
Where's the pinball machine?
Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Oh, fuck. Geralt.
Geralt, it's a fucking Geralt clone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with
Preservation and Oblivion? Holy shit, Jay.
No, not during the
Special
cutscene.
medals.
Sole management system to Everkeep's design. They're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of Preservation at one point. That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
While not
Okay, so
entirely
that's Kyle's
unexpected,
parents.
given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device. Oh, you didn't know? Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan
Exactly right,
everyone
Dominette.
as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
My parents came through a gate and, yep.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala. Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude Preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Except for what's on the earring. The data storage device full of data.
Be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Oh, I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
I never did before.
Thanks for throwing us under the bus, Aaronville.
I'm not even there.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
Does your computer have a
just
USB
remembered
port?
I have matters to discuss with
Lower
Jaye.
earring port?
Thanks for throwing us under the bus there.
Aaronville's response, better you than me.
So, her voice actor is Michelle Estante. Better you than me. He really said that.
Yeah. I'm just scrolling through things. Dead Island 2. She's in Hitman 2 and Hitman. that would explain it.
Wicklamat, when I go on the attack, do you think I'm pushing forward too quickly? Alize, a little. Try to keep closer to the rest of us so you don't get surrounded.
Okay, so the reason why you know her voice is because I've heard her in Hitman and Hitman 2.
Who's she in that?
Olivia... Hang on, let me get back to it.
Olivia Hall.
Yeah.
She was a neighbor in Doctor Who.
Good for neighbor.
Alright, Gennalt, let's see what we gotta deal with.
Sorry you had to see me passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know? And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we met in another life. 2 of them, in fact. Any roads, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand.
Nope.
Haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a wink, and I'm right to collapse. I can't afford to, though. Got folks relying on me. But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic.
Potion?
Monster. This voucher's good for 2 cans, 1 for yourself by way of welcome. Can't get this stuff at any old vending machine. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. Find him tending bar out on the main strip. Off you go now.
Alright, time to go to bar to get drink.
Anyways, now that we're outside of the cutscene, hey Jay, there's a special medal and preservation versus oblivion. It's Mistborn.
It was preservation versus ruin.
They're fucking synonyms.
The Neon Stein. That's a good name.
That is a good name.
Yes, energy drink is bomb flavored, or at least has a bomb mascot. Anyway, I'm gonna get this Easter right we couldn't get because we were chasing Child.
Okay.
Seriously,
Now we're meeting with
the kid could
Digimon?
have just fallen right there. And
yeah, but much like a potato, he's low to the ground, so he doesn't take much fall damage.
so that's the battle arena, and that also looks like a Heartless emblem.
What, you mean the big F-off eyeball?
No, on the Arcadian.
On the Arcadian.
Yeah, look, like at the top of the primary building.
Top of the fans area?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is heart-shaped.
Look, they're gonna make Kingdom Hearts happen here one way or another.
Philemon, welcome. What are you having? Energy drink. Energy challenge you can't get from the vending machine. How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't look back. Wink, wink. Got a voucher? Slip it to me, then nice and subtle.
I can't reach the counter. Just here you go.
Ah, so you're collecting for Genolt. Can't rim in you, eh? Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners, gentler than the full-strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't foul with the authorities, but if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special election, it'd be bad for business. Rodina Consortium, rather. Now, seeing as it's your first time, why don't you drink your tonic here just in case there's side effects? Oh, God.
Let's see, what's this called? Bearing a curious design upon its can, this energy tonic is apparently formulated for beginners.
That appears to be like a flan or something.
You drink
it low.
You drink the tonic in a single pull.
Now that's how you do it. Pulse out quick and soon, after which you start to see everything more clearly, and finally you feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't up and carked it, so hurry along and give his thing. He tends to leave to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. Oh! Jesus Christ! We're gone Super Saiyan!
Oh God, in first person? Look at this in first person on my screen.
Holy shit. Oh, hang on. Oh shit. I didn't do the power-up emote. Right? That would have been so good. Back this way. Rainbow Red Bull gives you wings. No, those are for when you defeat the X trials.
Yeah, the collectible mounts this expansion are literally just wings that attach to your back.
Again,
there you go.
Give it here quick.
Bearing curious design, this energy tonic is the favorite of Oblivion member Genolt.
Oh, there he goes. That's the stuff. Ain't nothing to blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. Awakens something feral in me. It does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast. What won't stop until it's done what it was born to do. Sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. Can't concentrate without me tonic. And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, you better get back to it. These weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves.
What's going on here?
Where?
The 3D printer.
It appears to be making a negative mold of some sort.
Look, Lamont.
Look, Lamont.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Galulja.
Aww.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a
Oh, you named him, I see.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days, and where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zorolja's child, that makes him my nephew.
Maybe
Assuming
he's so
he's willing,
powerful, nothing's going
I'd
to
be glad
attack
to
him.
take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Oops.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Gululja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Ah, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamaji. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kakiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Pants. It's all Wuklamat can do to not rush on after Gululja. If Gululja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quick as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Kryl and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. Oh, it's 9:30.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going?
Do you? You're the one with the work schedule.
This is probably a good spot to stop for now.
Okay, that's fair. Tomorrow we'll do more of the same, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, and we'll play it by ear. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Special thanks to everyone scrolling on screen. Couldn't do what we do without your support. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider a subscription. Or if you want to just bypass Twitch, use !tip and tip us directly. Also check out our Throne.com wish lists. We each have one. As far as the raid goes, I don't have anybody. So no raid tonight. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.